What's good, everyone? It's Ty Slatter. Welcome back to Real Talk with Ty. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube. You can follow me on Ty Slatter on social media platforms. Don't forget TySlatter.com for more updates. And today I want to talk to you about hip hop and R&B in 2025. I'm not going to make this long, but I will say this. We're in a position right now where everything's coming full circle. I know you guys have heard the most recent single from Cardi B, which samples Imaginary Players by Jay-Z. So to the younger generation or the YNs of hip-hop, they may think that Cardi B's song is an original song. It's actually a sample from Jay-Z's album, In My Lifetime Volume 1, which dropped in 1997, Imaginary Players. I think it's dope. I think musically we're in a space where a lot of the hits are being reimagined, resampled, recycled, and reintroduced to a whole new audience. You gotta remember, and this is aging me a little bit, I'm 32. I was born in 93. There are people that are making music right now and making hits that are younger than me. So they don't even remember Jay-Z in his prime. They know Jay-Z for 444. They know Jay-Z for Running This Town with Rihanna and Kanye off Blueprint 3. Some of these kids were born right around the time he retired. So they know his comeback career, his second part of his career. They don't even know this man has a whole, catalog, discography that spans from the 90s all the way up until 2003. They don't even know that Jay-Z, because most of them weren't even born yet, and some of them were just born around that time. So I feel like hip hop and R&B, that's the hip hop side of it. On the R&B side of things, I think it's a renaissance because the R&B audience wants that feeling. They want those classics. They want the vocals. They want the lyrics. They want the storytelling. And I'm gonna bridge this back to hip hop as well. I think storytelling has made its way back to the forefront. I think the aftermath of the hip hop civil war of last year with Drake and Kendrick Lamar put not only lyricism back at the forefront, but storytelling as a whole. And I'm not saying, I listen to Drake music. I mean, don't get me wrong. Drake's a vibe, right? But Kendrick Lamar had substance. And I didn't pick a side in the battle because I like both artists, right? And both sides are needed. I think the problem was, and I think Kendrick even touched on this in multiple interviews after the aftermath of Not Like Us, a lot of the elements of hip hop being a sport were being pushed to the back. It was too much of one element and not enough of the other. So for every, 5 to 10 Drake songs, you'd get one Kendrick song. The ratio was so far off balance. And I think that the battle just reminded people that hip hop can and should have variety. It should have storytelling. It should have lyrics. It should have content, substance, and vibes. You can't survive as a genre with just vibes. And I think that's the reality of what that battle ensued and what that explained. And that's just me being a student of the game. And I'll dive more into what I mean by being a student of the game on another video. I'll say that for another video. But this one here is strictly to say hip hop and R&B are in a renaissance. And if you're an artist, whether it be hip hop, R&B, or both, because I fall in between, or I do both, be authentic, be yourself, and give them everything you have. Don't just show them one side of you. Show them everything. The good, the bad, the ugly. Give it your all, because the audience wants that raw and uncut authenticity. And in order to do that, you have to give them every side of you. You might be feeling great on Monday, feel like trash on Wednesday, and be on the bounce back by Friday. Put all of that into the music. Because this is what I'm learning. This is what I'm feeling, experiencing when I make my music now. I'm giving you I've done it before. It's not new to me, but I'm appreciative that the audiences are appreciative of it now. The audiences are clamoring for it. They want it. They want to feel every emotion you're going through, the entire human experience. But you have to write it, you have to produce it, you have to master it, and you have to perform it, because they have to feel it when you're on that stage. that to feel it when they hear you on the radio, that to feel it when they're playing you on their favorite streaming app, playing your album. Give them everything you got, because the music industry can't survive off of vibes. And they realize that the last probably 10 years that Drake's been on top of the game, Drake's been eating, but a lot of other artists haven't. And now you notice all these other old school artists are coming back out with albums. Ghostface Killer, Rakim, LL Cool J. It's just within the last year have dropped albums. Common and Pete Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just to name a few of the OGs that are dropping albums. And there's plenty of other reports coming out that Jay-Z's working on a new album. Nas done dropped 3 albums in the last decade and he won Grammy for one of them. So, I mean, he's been nominated multiple times. Finally got a Grammy. You know, artists that are like in their 40s and 50s are showing you that hip hop can and should prevail as a genre beyond our years, beyond my existence, beyond your existence. Hip hop needs to continue on, like blues, rock, country, just you name it. It's cemented. It's a 50-plus-year-old genre now, and the people that built it are still putting out music to show you that ageism needs to be canceled. If you're gonna cancel anything, cancel ageism. And that's just, I could go on and make a full hour podcast about how I feel about the state of music right now. But this is just for Real Talk with Ty. I just want y'all to know, hip hop and R&B is in a renaissance era. So if you're an artist in those fields and genres, and that's what you love and that's what you appreciate, and you appreciate the 80s, the 90s, somebody like me that goes all the way back to the 70s and appreciates the production and the writing and the composition and the structure and the recording process, the touring, the performance aspect of it, the ability to put on a show. I appreciate all elements of being an artist. And I feel like the audiences now are asking artists to be more than just viral, more than just a TikTok artist, more than just somebody who blew up on YouTube, more than just somebody who blowing up on Twitch streaming and got our hit song out via streams. Like, put it all together. Put it all together. Hip hop and R&B deserves more than what's been given in the last 10 to 15 years. And I think it's going to take my era and the people that are coming up behind me, about 4 or 5 years behind me, to really turn that corner and put hip hop and R&B back at the forefront prominently and respectfully the way it deserves to be. But let me know your thoughts on the state of hip hop and R&B. Comment below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube. Check me out on Ty Slatter on social media platforms. Don't forget TySlatter.com for merch and more updates on the music. It's Ty Slatter for Real Talk with Ty Slatter. Take care of yourself.
What's good, everyone? This is Ty Slatter coming to you live from Vision Studios, and I want to make sure I invite you to come here to Real Talk with Ty. But on your way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube, because this platform right here, just for you. So if you have a new album on the way, you got a new single that's booming, you got a new business that you're starting, or you feel like you got a story that needs a platform to inspire the next generation, we got you covered right here. Real Talk with Ty. We're waiting for you.